Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back with the second battle of the Battle for the Volga between the Bloodbath community and the 2nd Ranger Battalion clan or group, or I don't know. And this time, it's the Bloodbath community that is attacking. Now, they chose to attack Winterwald here, and you know, I'm just shortly gonna try not to make this too long, but when attacking Winterwald here, it's very important on the first points here. The most important points are these hills out here on the attacker's left flank and the defender's right flank. Control these hills, control this flank here, and you control the cap zone, the A cap zone. It's very important for the defenders to get up into these shell holes up here so they can start lobbing hand grenades. Hand grenades and stuff down on the people out here. It's very important for the attackers to get up in these trenches. And again, you're gonna be having the ditch out here for the attackers and the barn up here. Of course, remember, if you stand, you need 2 squad leaders in each cap, as I see it. And if you have a squad leader in each cap here, there is a rich opportunity to actually, if you stand up here at the front, you're actually still in the cap. So there should be a lot of options for, you know, if this map is played right, it's good for the defense. If it's played right, it's good for the attack. And, you know, it's going to be very important for the Rangers actually to get into correct positions and actually confront. So let's hope that the more defensive nature of the 2nd Ranger Battalion here, as we saw on station last time, that it's gonna pay off here, that they're able to actually contest it. So let's see. As you see here, I'm gonna zoom up. You see the Bloodbath people dividing out, and let's get this started here. So I'm gonna kind of stop it every time I think there is something you should know. So what immediately we see here is, look at this. You see, we're gonna have at least, we have Jeremiah, and we have Admiral Akbar, and so on. Squad leaders, we have Lonely Rose, we have people actually moving out on the attacker's left flank. We have a few Ranger people going into the front here, and now it's important with the artillery. We really need that artillery to come up here fast. And it looks like the Bloodbath people are getting the first blood here. And let's see, I think we can see, yeah, there's a TL calling in RT. So let's stop it here. Right here we see actually Bloodbath managed to get 2 caps going. And we see they actually cover the flanks, but look at this. Look at how few Ranger people is actually inside the cap. We have one guy contesting B cap. And all these guys up here are actually not in the cap. So we have people behind the wall, they're not up in front. And most damning of all for the defense here is the lack of control of the far right flank for the attackers. So, or the defenders. So let's try and shoot up here. And let's hope that there's gonna be some RT in here. We see a recon plane. And it's the Russian recon plane. So it's actually okay, RT, a bit far out. But let's see here. This is exactly the problem here. We got a complete almost encirclement here. We're gonna have Johnson coming up here on the flank, and it's not gonna be contested. You know, he's gonna be able to start pushing people. He's gonna relate to his squad lead that he can push this flank, and there's gonna be a major issue. So you see here, there is no connection between the Rangers defense. But let's see if this private here, he gets dropped, and let's hope that we gotta get an instant reaction. No. And again, it's striking the passive nature of the Rangers here. Why aren't they pushing out and at least hand grenading or satcheling the front out here? You know, doing some damage, getting... and we're gonna go back up here and actually have a look. And yeah, here you see exactly what I was talking about. Just gotta slow it down here. We actually see that the Bloodbath people coming on here on the flank, actually pushing up and actually infiling the Rangers' position up here. And now I almost think that the call should go out for the Rangers to start defending C here. But let's at least put it up into normal speed here and have a look. So, an old boy there is bombing the front. You know, perhaps a bit unnecessary artillery strike. And now it comes down here. The second point here, one of the most important point, is this front building here. This is actually very important that you control this. If you control this front here, oh come on! Oh, that was fast, and that's a squad leader. Because in this point here, you have the access to the smoke, so they can start smoking out this entire area here. Are they gonna be able to retake it here? Yeah. No. Yeah. So. And let's really hope that the Rangers are not defending the barn there. And this is the problem here. We have an acute shortage of actually having Rangers on the flanks here. They are defending the front. They are spreading out. You see them here moving in. It's all the guys with the PFC, and of course they have that Ranger tag thing on. Second RB. So, what you see here, we actually, Sikorsky is the squad leader again, as we saw in the last round, and he is providing excellent spawns. So you see here, they are actually moving in. And we have the same issue on the other flank. So already we are 3 minutes in here, and already the far right and the far left side of the Rangers defense has been compromised by a very determined push, and they lost the front building this fast. So again here, it might be time for the Rangers to actually fall back one more point up into the next two, into E and D, and start the defense here. So you see very passive defense here by Rangers. It seems difficult. They're not that determined to push in. So right now, to set up the next defense, you really need to see the Rangers start pulling back here. They actually just need to turn around and run back very fast. Turn around, guys, and run back. Come on. And it's pretty horrendous casualties here on the part of the Rangers. So they are somewhat pulling back here. We are seeing, but also in the same instance, we're gonna be seeing the Bloodbath people here pushing up on the far right and the far left. So on this map, if you can get the momentum going, that means if you can actually start pushing the second somebody caps it. Yeah, look at this, look at this. They just hit the flanks. And I really hope to see some sort of actually recognition from the Rangers that, you know, they know that this is going on. And whose RT is this? Yeah, that's the Bloodbath RT behind the Delta cap. It's an OK RT. So you can actually see here. So again, a problem here is, look at this. We actually still have Ranger personnel, Ranger soldiers down in the other cap, you know. And that is a major disadvantage. So you can actually see here, they are pretty far back here. We have Rangers pretty far back. I don't know. That's the spawn, of course. But it doesn't seem like they're actually trying to control the flanks here. They need to start recognizing that their flanks are getting compromised all the time. So they need to start putting people out as far out as possible. But again, as we see, a lot of the Ranger people are playing at a lower level here. And we still have Rangers, guys, down in the cap behind the lines. This is not good. They are sorely needed. All the reinforcements are sorely needed up here at Echo. So this is not... So right here, as it stands right now, just before the Rangers loses this next one. Let's try and slow it down here. And, you know, this is the second here where you would actually like to see the reaction from the Rangers. That they started turning around and actually running back way quickly here. So you can see the guys up here, up high. We can actually see the abilities here of the squad leaders flanking far left, far right. And it's really a shame that the Rangers are not turning around and actually running back to get set up. F is, you know, is a good defensive point. You can have good options up there for defense. They're actually pulling back, the Rangers. That is good. They're actually pulling back. And the last of the Bloodbath arty there. So. And look at this exactly again. Just out of the public playbook. So, guys, you shouldn't. What the Bloodbath people are doing here is not like fucking rocket science. I've been, you know, a strong proponent for this kind of tactics. You know, pressure on the points. I've been a proponent for actually pushing these flanks pretty hard here. And as you see, the Bloodbath people are really up on the flanks. And it doesn't seem like still that the Rangers haven't recognized that all the pressure is actually coming from the flanks. That the Bloodbath aren't really pushing the center that hard. That it is primarily a flanking push. But again, you know, it seems a bit, you know, the Rangers are a lot of them are very new at this, and a lot of the Bloodbath people have been doing this and have experienced this kind of thing before. So, they are pushing in. We keep on seeing them. Actually, look at the stack. Look at this right now. So, the issue is the Rangers recognizing what is actually happening here? Because look, we have these guys, 1, 2, 3 guys up here. And, you know, if I had to count the Bloodbath people up here on the left flank, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know, so, so it is a very, very strong presence of Bloodbath people on this flank. So you would hope that the Rangers would recognize this in this situation and see, hey, you know, they are trying to sneak, you know, a fast one up our ass. So, you know, we need to react. We need to start controlling the flanks. And, you know, that's where one would hope that the Rangers would have a good command and control system. That the guys here on the right flank would say, hey, we are experiencing absolutely zero pressure on the right flank. So that they would divert all the Rangers' resources to that left flank. And these guys up on the hill here would start actually, you know, counter-attacking. But it solely doesn't seem like it. And again, you know, we come here to the left flank here, and it is still, here comes the Rangers reinforcement. So it would be interesting to see what kind of decisions they are making in there right now, because they are getting pretty rolled over right now. But it is difficult actually taking stands here. But let's see if actually the Bloodbath can handle this. Their structure can handle this and can keep it going. So we come here to the last point. You know, the destructible points F, H, and G. And again on this map here specifically, the far right flank here on the hill, it's so important. This hill up here, if you actually know what you're doing on this hill, right up here, you can control everything. If you have machine gunners up here and all that stuff, you can, you know, you can pretty much dominate the terrain. But it looks like the Bloodbath is they're just rolling on in. It is difficult for the Rangers to stem the tide. There is, you know, lack of control, and you see the Bloodbath people just running straight in there. You know, they are really on the back foot here. They are really on the back foot. So there goes the first point. And there goes the second point. And you can kind of see the Rangers is digging in here on C, but you know, all these people right here behind C, you know, what happens when the Bloodbath call another arty strike here in C? You know, the Rangers have so many tickets left, you know, still. So the only option here is to get the counterattack. We are seeing, you know, somewhat of you know, attempt to stem the flow coming in on from the Bloodbath on the Rangers' left flank. Up here on the far left-hand hill, it's really a shame that the Rangers do not have a bigger presence up here. This far left hill. It is really a shame. Okay. And here we actually see the, that artillery I talked about dropping in behind here. And yeah, there is the smoke. Is that going to be the push with the satchel? Just going to stop it here. So, you saw this right up here in the front. The Rangers think that they can cover everything. Oh, no. So, the Rangers think that they can cover everything from up here. So you see we have a good coverage. They're shooting people down up there. They are shooting people across here. But then the Bloodbath guys smoke this up. And let's try have a look here. What happens? So we do have quite a bit of smoke here. And the Bloodbath people are coming in. Oh, there we go. Isn't that... he has a satchel. Look at that. We then have a guy actually coming in here. And it doesn't seem like the Rangers can do anything about it. And even though he gets killed, it's a suicide satchel. And that's gonna instantly blow that that position up. If he made it, he did. And now Bloodbath is pretty entrenched on this last point here. And you know, it's a shame for the Rangers here that they weren't able to actually recognize what was going on and actually seeing that it was the flanks that were the issue. Because I want to create the Rangers, you know, they put up, when they actually started to defend, they have a solid defense. But it's just a problem, they're simply not recognizing that, you know, they're getting steamed on the flanks. So it's not like we're seeing Bloodbath doing anything magical here. You're just seeing Bloodbath simply just running them over with the ability to have a creative defense here. So yeah, congratulations to Bloodbath and well played Rangers. You did what you could, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm gonna be seeing you in the next one. Bye bye.